Hi, Danya Lynn again with Get Your Ohm On. The reason why I call this Get Your Ohm On instead of something having to do with tarot is because this channel is not going to be all about tarot. I'm going to be doing oracle cards. That's what I'll be doing today in this video. This is a follow-up to the video I just posted of the tarot reading for the 4th of July parade that Donald Trump did today. So this is oracle cards that Archangel Michael wanted me to pull and share with you. But before I do that, I wanted to show you my bracelets. I donate to 4Ocean. I don't know if you are familiar with 4Ocean. It's just the number 4 and then Ocean. And you might see the video or the advertisements on YouTube videos here. But I donate to them every month, $20 a month, and I get a little bracelet every month. And these 3 bracelets are for the Great Barrier Reef, octopus, whale sharks, and leatherback turtles. And this coming month, and then maybe the next week or two, I'm going to get another bracelet. So this is something that you can do to help save and the planet and help kind of clean up the ocean and do something good for the world. And that's when you do something good for the world, you do something good for you. Everything is connected in this world, and when you help the ocean, you help yourself. And that's very, very important at this point in time. And again, we'll talk about that more in future videos, but just know that it's important to donate or to help in any way you can to protect the planet, because when you do, it raises your light. The more generous you are, the more grateful you are, the more help that you extend to the planet, the more you get in return. It is a give and take. And yes, that's a hard concept to understand because I've been there. I get it. All right. There's my PSA for the day. So here's something interesting that Michael wanted me to do. Archangel Michael wanted me to do with my pendulum. He wanted me to pull some oracle cards for you. And before the reading, I pulled some. He wanted me to pull a lot of oracle cards. But he pulled out 3 decks that he said, do these live. Pull these oracle cards live. I don't know what we're going to get. So I'll show you how this works with my pendulum and how Archangel Michael helps me. But let's just start. Again, this is a follow-up to the video I just posted. This is video number 2 that I've done. The first video was a tarot reading for the 4th of July parade, for Donald Trump's 4th of July parade. These are oracle cards that kind of extend from that reading. These are messages for us. Now, let me start with the cards, the oracle cards that Michael had me pull in advance. I'm going to pull all of these out here, and then we will show you how I pull cards live. This is going to be exciting. All right, let's put this down. All right, so here's all my oracle cards that I've pulled in advance. Let's start with this one. This is the Wisdom of Hidden Realms, and that may be backward. I don't know how this is going to look on the video. It's my Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck. And the card he wanted me to pull is the Ringmaster of Scrutiny. Okay. Again, I don't read traditionally. I use traditional meetings. There's a booklet that comes with this, and I actually read this one in advance. And I use the information that's in the book as well as what I'm getting from the card, and I just pick up intuitively what I'm supposed to get, what the message is. And without reading everything in this book to you, what this message was that we need to be paying attention to the details. We cannot get ourselves all up in a roar or all glamorized by this big show that was put on today in Washington. And that's what it was a big show to the world and to the country of how mighty we are in our military and how great Donald Trump is. We have to pay attention to the details behind the scenes, not that big flashy parade that went on that was kind of, as the guy at Whole Foods this morning that I talked about in my other video said, was just this big show. And that's all it was. Okay, pay attention to the details. Don't let yourself be blinded by all the glitz and glam and the big show. Okay? Keep vigilant. Scrutinize everything. Alrighty, let's go to the Angelarium. Angelarium Oracle. This is kind of a dark deck. For a name like Angelarium, it's a little bit dark. And the card that Michael pulled is Hasmed. This is the Angel of Annihilation. And I'm very familiar with this card because it's my card for the week. This card is kind of like a phoenix. Think about the phoenix rising. A phoenix burns up in the ashes and it rises again and anew. That's kind of what this card is like. Here's what this book says. The book says about Hasmed, Angel of Annihilation. This is the unmaker. It's a terrible sight to behold. The void eating itself and making itself anew. That which should no longer exist is unmade by Hasmed's hands. There is something that needs to be removed. Look upon that which should not be and loose it from existence. The signs of this card are, if you watched my last video, get ready to hear this. First of all, a hood, an eclipse, and an empty field. And in the tarot reading that I just posted, or that should have gone up before this video went up, the eclipse that's coming up, the lunar eclipse that's coming up on July 16th is pivotal. It's going to be a huge turning point in Trump's presidency and for America. And there was a card in that reading, the Emperor card, where the field behind the Emperor was burning. And that I cannot help but to see an empty field in here as the sign of Hasmed. You have to think about it. When there's a forest fire, fire burns away what no longer belongs. And once the fire has gone through, new growth erupts and emerges, and fresh plants can grow. But it's like you have to clear everything before you can have a fresh start. And if you think about, like in tarot, this is the death card in tarot. In tarot, the death card is about transformations, an ending and a beginning. One thing ends and something new begins. You have to die. You have to have an ending. You have to burn before you can have something new. And that, I think, of over and above every other oracle card that Michael pulled for me and had me pull for you today, this is pivotal. This is a big one. Okay? And by the way, I have 6 cats, and some of them don't get along. So if I have to stop for a moment and run and save somebody, just beware. If you hear hissing and growling and fighting in the background, that's what's going on. Hold on a second. I have a cat who's going after one right now. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Next oracle card that Michael had me pull for you is, let's just go right down here. Angel of Alchemy from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Angel of Alchemy. I haven't read this yet. I don't know what I'm going to get. But I have a feeling I know. The number on this is 21. Let's go find it. We're just going to go through this one together, which is half the fun. The message of this card is miracle. Okay? The Angel of Alchemy is the miracle who stands between the physician and death. Well, isn't that interesting after the Hasmed card? She is the powerful healing angel who will resolve this health issue that is confronting you at this present time. And my intuition is already going, I know what this is saying. Her role is to help you to find the perfect treatment for your body and to restore your well-being naturally and healthfully. She helps you find the right doctor, the right treatment, etc., etc. That I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think I'm getting in my mind, I don't need to read anymore. This is not about our personal health. This is about the health of the country. And what this card is saying, and Michael is in my mind, I'm getting the message in my mind that, yes, that's right. That's what you're supposed to be saying. That's the message of this card. That the message here is we have, think of it as a cancer, and I hate referring to anybody as a cancer, but you have to think of it this way. When you have a cancer in your body, you need to cut it out, or it's going to kill you. And that's what this card is saying. That card is saying that Trump has got to be removed. He is the illness. He is the ailment that is making this country and making the country unhealthy. And in my reading, if you watched the previous video, there's one of the cards, the Emperor card, one of the meanings of that card was that he has done tremendous damage to the climate and to the environment in just the 2.5 years that he's been in office. The kind of damage that we're going to have to work twice, 3 times, 4 times as hard to overcome and heal. And I'm really very strongly feeling that with this particular card. That's what this card is saying, that Trump and people like him have got to be neutralized, moved out of the body, removed from power, and neutralized so they can do no more damage. Okay, they're a cancer on the country and on the world. They are killing the planet. And I firmly believe in climate change. And you're not going to convince me that it doesn't exist. I've seen too much evidence. So if you're one of those people who thinks climate change is just a hooey fake thing, this channel isn't for you. Just move along. Okay, that's what that card is saying. I don't need it. I don't need to read any more about it. I get it. I know. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay, beautiful deck. Beautiful artwork on this deck. I love the back. And I haven't read this yet either. This is Wombat Spirit. And I'm like, what? Wombat Spirit, it says, be at home. And I think if I remember, this is number 68. Let's go look and see what this says. It's a cute card, but what does it mean? Michael, what does it mean? Be at home. Oh, I have to clarify. Michael, is this an oracle? You're going to get to see how this works. Is this an oracle or a protection? If it's an oracle, please to 45-degree angle to the left. If it's a protection, 45-degree angle to the right, please. Is this an oracle or a protection? If it's both, straight up and down the middle. Is this an oracle or a protection? It's an oracle. Okay, so Michael, the Archangel Michael was telling me this is an oracle card. Okay, number 68. Be at home oracle message is, for Wombat Spirit, burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat Spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment, through a deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life with your family and tribe. Right now, you're in a beautiful place where you can hang up the coat of your identity and settle into a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with spirit. And as I read that, what just kept coming up in my mind over and over and over again was that this is for people who live in the United States. So if you're watching from somewhere else in the world, I'm sorry. This is for the United States folks. This is a holiday for you. This is the 4th of July. It's the birth of our nation. It's our nation's birthday. This is a time for family. And that's where you should be today. You should be with your family and enjoying them and remembering that that's what's important. Okay? This is all about family today. And hopefully this video gets posted today. Again, I'm a newbie at doing these videos, so you never know. This video could go up, on the 14th of July. But just know it was for the 4th of July. Okay, the last card that Archangel Michael pulled for everybody today before the reading, we pre-pulled, was from this deck, the Wisdom of the House of Knights. Okay? And the card he pulled was Listening. And what I got was that it's an ally. In this deck, you can have it can be an ally or a challenger. And what I was told was this is an ally. All right, so Listening, it's number 23 in this deck. So let's go find it and find out what this means. Drawing this symbol indicates that you are meant to listen to what others are saying with their gestures rather than their words. And my intuition already said, yep, I know what that means. I'll read the rest of this because it's very short, and then I'll let you know what my intuition told me. In my house of night, there will be a beautiful girl with skin the color of dark honey who has the gift of poetry. She is able to weave tales with great detail and expression, yet without being obvious or straightforward. Reading between the lines and finding true meaning are what are required right now. Listen and learn. What others don't say is what is important at this moment. And I don't know why I felt the need when I was reading that to emphasize those last couple of sentences, those 3 sentences. I'm going to read them again. Reading between the lines and finding true meaning are what are required right now. Listen and learn. What others don't say is what is important at this moment. As I was reading, I felt the need to emphasize that. It just kind of happened. That's what happens when you're intuitive. You just know things. And that's what I got when I read this before. Listen to what others say with their gestures rather than their words. In other words, what we have to see right now, remember, these cards are all regarding the Trump 4th of July parade that went on today, all about this holiday. This card is telling us, and it's also these oracle cards are relating to the tarot reading I did previously. This oracle card is saying you've got to watch Trump's actions. Listen to Trump's actions, not his words. Too many people listen to what he says and they take it as gospel and they believe it and they go out and go, oh, well, Trump said. Who cares what Trump said with his mouth? What did he say with his actions? What did he say with his gestures? What did he actually do? Okay, he said he was going to do all these things when he campaigned for president, and he's done none of it. Actions speak louder than words, and that's what this card is saying. You've got to listen to actions, not his words. And he's saying this is a celebration for America. And I don't know, again, I felt the need, I had to say this. This is what this card is about. He said that this 4th of July parade was all about America, a celebration for America. It is not. It is a celebration for Trump. It is a campaign stop for Trump. And that's what it is. And again, if you watched it today, if you participate, if you follow news, I'm sure I'll see something in the news about it. I bet you anything that he made comments about vote for me, or don't vote for them, or I'm sure this came off like it was a campaign stop for his presidency, and he's not even going to make it to the presidency to the election in 2020, so it doesn't matter anyways. All right, so now I have 3 decks here. Let's just start with this one. I feel the need to start with this one. Okay. Pardon my this. Okay, 3 decks, and Archangel Michael wanted me to pull these live. So bear with me as I pull the oracle card from these 3 decks. This is the Angel, what's it called? The Angels of Light deck. I love this deck. It's by Diana Cooper, I believe is her name, Diana Cooper, and she's she's kind of a teacher for me, a spiritual teacher. Okay, I've got a lock here. They're locked. They're locked up. All right, Archangel Michael. Michael, what do you want me to tell the people from this deck? What message do you have for the people from this deck? Michael wanted me to show you, and I wanted to show you as well, but Michael wanted me to show you how this is actually done and how he helps me pick the messages. Okay. And by the way, Michael has, Archangel Michael, he actually told me to call him Mike. He's got a fabulous sense of humor. In one of my readings I was doing, one of my pendulum readings I was doing with him, he said something about I was going to come into some money luck, and I said, oh, and I kind of just off the cuff, I said, so should I go out and buy a lottery ticket? And I got no, and then what did he say? I have a chart, and he spelled out on my chart, that's a hot waist. And I cracked up and I laughed I probably laughed for 5 minutes. It's just because it came out of nowhere. Playing the lottery is a hot waste. And that's what he said, a hot waste. All right, Michael, what message do you have for the people from this deck? This is yes. Okay, I'm moving this at this point. Okay, this is no. That's very exaggerated. It's never going to go that way. And then I will sometimes ask it to go in different directions for different answers. Okay. Archangel Michael, is this the card you wanted me to pick? Is this the message that you wanted me to give to the people from this deck? Yes or no, please. The energy is a little low this time of day, but can't be avoided. Is this the message you wanted me to pull from this deck for the people? Yes. Okay, that's a yes. I'm going to just do this and show you what happens. Is this the message that you wanted me to pull from this deck for the people? Is this the message you wanted me to pull from the deck? That's a no. Okay. And I'm not moving it. You can't see, it's hard for you to see my hands. Here, I'm actually going to do this so you can better see my hands. Maybe I'll move this down. Please show them again. Please show them no again. Whoops. Ah. Please show them no. Please show the people no. I've been getting some psychic attacks, and so if I have to stop and throw up protections, okay, there's your no. I can usually tell when it's happening. Okay, that's a no. Thank you, Michael. Always say thank you. All right, so there's the message on this deck. Beginnings. Oh, that is so perfect. Beginnings. Life is a series of cycles, and a time of rebirth is indicated for you. This is a rebirth for the nation, for the country, for the world. I've been getting messages like this all week, for a couple of weeks. Well, I've been getting messages about new beginnings for a few weeks now, months, that it's coming, but especially in this last week or two. This may mean a new phase in a relationship, the germination of a fresh idea, or the development of qualities in you like laughter, light, or hope. It may herald a total change. Do not be afraid to let go of the familiar, for the new cannot enter until the old and outworn has departed. Your angel guidance is to accept the new, for it will be welcome when it arrives. So let me read that again. Your angel guidance is to accept the new, for it will be welcome when it arrives. Birth is a vulnerable time. The fragile life force needs to be protected and nurtured within you. Ask the angels to guide the new beginnings in your life safely to maturity. The affirmation of this card is, I welcome and nurture the new in my life. This is a message for the country. This is not a message for just one person. This is a message for the entire country, that we are about to embark on a new beginning. Yes, Donald Trump's presidency is about to end. And when it does, we are going to be in a very vulnerable state. We are going to have to adjust to a new cycle. And what I'm getting in my readings is that Mike Pence and other tarot readers are getting this as well, that Mike Pence is not going to be the president. That when Trump goes down, Mike Pence will go down too, which means that we're going to have a new president. And my reading yesterday indicated who that president's going to be, and it may not be Nancy Pelosi. She may appoint someone else, and I'm not going to go into that. That's for another reading, another video. So, but again, this is just saying that we're about ready to have a new beginning, and there's going to be chaos, and there's probably going to be some violence. There's probably going to be an uprising of people. There's going to be some anger. Trump supporters are not going to like this, and we have to be vigilant, and we have to weather it, and we have to get through it, and we have to know that it's for the greater good. I'll have another video on this. I have very, very strong thoughts about Trump's presidency and how good it actually is for not just the United States, but for the world. Okay. Again, that is for a new or different video. These two decks, I'm going to try to summarize these because the write-ups for the cards in the last two decks I'm going to pull from are rather long. I'm going to try to dig into my intuition on these so that this doesn't go too long again. This is the Crystal Mandala Oracle. Okay, same premise, Michael. What oracle card did you want me to give to the people? What message do you have for the people from this deck? Why did you want me to pull this live in front of them? He told me I had to, he wanted me to, not had to, he wanted me to pull these cards live, not before I started the video. Okay, what message do you have for the people from this deck? The way I read these, what happens, I used to pull my cards differently. I never really felt confident in it. And then I started working with the pendulum a few months ago. The pendulum actually taught me how to pull cards and how to know which cards I needed to read. And I'm getting much, much better at it. Okay. And one of these days I'll actually show you how I do it for an actual reading, but not today. Okay. What message do you have for the people from this deck? I went to that one first, so let's just see, is that the right one? Here. Is this the message? Is this, you can't see my hands. I promise I'm not moving them. Is this the message that you want me to give to the people? Is this the card you wanted me to pull? It's moving in a yes. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Ascended Master Helios and Citrine. Your time to shine. I have no idea what the message is for this card. It's one that I've never pulled before. At least I don't think I have. Your time to shine. Number 33. Let's just go see. Ignore that I have cards in here already. These are my cards that I pulled this week for myself. 33. Where is it? Oops, went way too far. Okay. Again, these are very long write-ups. I'm not reading that whole thing. All right, we're going to go intuitively here. Let's just start. Your time to shine. We bring you the blessing of your time to shine. On the divine path, you gain empowerment through surrender and alignment with divine consciousness greater than your own. As you choose to surrender into higher consciousness through prayer and intention, you are held in a field of divine protection. You also gain strength, wisdom, and understanding. You release fear and gain love's power. You become increasingly radiant, discovering more of your own divine identity. At some point on your path, while this is always happening for you on the inner planes, you will be ready to perform a similar function on the outer planes in the world of forms. This is when you will be asked to bravely shine your light to help those in need, perhaps lost or in darkness of some sort in the physical world. It is your time to shine. You do not stand alone. And yet you will at times feel as though you are the lone lighthouse. Interesting. What I'm feeling from this, I just saw Mother Earth. Hold on a minute. You are under spiritual stress. What I am feeling from this, I am feeling like this is, I feel like this card is telling everybody out there, I almost feel like if you're watching this, you've been called to the light. Where did that come from? I don't know. So if you're watching this video, I feel like you have been called to find your light. And if that's the case, keep watching these videos because I'm going to be talking a lot about that. Okay? You might even want to buy some of these oracle decks. You might want to start reading tarot. You might want to get a pendulum and learn how to use it. You might want to start working with crystals. You might want to start learning about light work if you're not already. I just feel like this card is telling some of you out there, you're supposed to be fighting for the light. You're supposed to be ascending and raising your vibration and thus raising the vibration of the planet. Okay, just keep watching this channel. Like and subscribe because I'm going to be talking a lot about what you can do to raise your light, raise your vibration, and do good. And we're talking about generosity and gratitude and all that. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that card. I'm so sorry. I've got a little bit of a frog in my throat. Last, and this is it. And I'm sorry it's going over 30 minutes. I really did not want that to happen. The last deck that Spirit wanted me to pull from was the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. I'll just show you the book. Beautiful, beautiful deck. Kuan Yin is a master. She's an ascended master, like Jesus, like Buddha, a Mahatma. If you want to learn about ascended masters, a great way to learn about them is to read some of Diana Cooper's books. I don't have any handy right here. Diana Cooper. Any of her books. Read them all. If you want to learn about the light, there you go. That's a perfect place to start. But Kuan Yin is an ascended master, and I have had a kind of a woman crush on her for years, for gosh, 20 years. There's a song I used to listen to, and I still have it on my playlist called Kuan Yin. Look it up. You can look it up on, I think it's on Spotify. Kuan Yin, beautiful, beautiful song, very angelic. And I just really identify with her from that song. All right, Michael, what card do you want me to pull from this deck for the people? I'm actually surprised he wanted me to pull from this deck because these cards are very specific. All right, one more shuffle and let's pull the card. That's where I went. It could be this one too. Let's see if this one's it. Is this the card you wanted me to pull? Is this the card you wanted me to pull? No, that is not the message that Michael wants me to give you. Okay. Is this the card you wanted me to pull? Is this the message that you want me to give to the people? I hope you can hear me. I'm sorry, I'm talking a little quiet. Okay, I'm getting a yes on this one. This is the one he wanted me to pull. 10 Sisters of Light. Wow. Beautiful card. Okay, all these cards are actually beautiful. 10 Sisters of Light. I don't know what it means. We're going to find out together. I'm going to read this intuitively. And this is the last card. I'm hoping that my future videos can be a little shorter, so I apologize. Well, let's get to it. Where is it? Again, some of my own cards are in here, so I have to kind of... All right, 10 Sisters of Light. Again, very long write-up. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You are on an advanced... Okay, hold on. Start over. You are an advanced soul and have lived many incarnations, shown your light through many different faces. Your soul has learned many skills in past lives, developed abilities and talents. This lifetime is a culminating lifetime in the sense that your soul is drawing together potencies developed over many lifetimes into unified expression. It is like drawing on the power of 10 sisters or more into your one current lifetime. Be prepared to grow and shine, beloved. In this particular book, each card comes with a meditation, like an affirmation, a prayer. I've never pulled this card before. A very interesting write-up. Be patient, open, and trusting of this journey. Again, I feel like this card was pulled for some of you who found this video. If you found this video and you're watching this video, this is why. These last two cards were meant for you. You're supposed to ascend and raise your light and get on a journey of a more spiritual journey. That's all I can tell you here. It's guidance that in your life at present there's a past life pattern or contract strongly operating. It is helping you to grow either in a supportive way or in a way that is challenging you to become stronger. Okay? So these are beautiful cards. These last two cards, I was meant to draw these live for you. If you found this video, it's because you're meant to ascend. Okay? I've gone long. I don't want to go any longer. I will be doing more videos. I'm hoping to do just one a week. But right now, I obviously have enough material to do 5 a day. We're not going to do that. So like and subscribe. I am new. I'm hoping to get better at this as time goes on. So have a happy 4th of July and stay tuned for more. This is going to be all light work and ascension and raising your vibe and growing into a much more positive, lit up place. All right, we're going to make the planet better. We're going to make the earth better. We're going to make ourselves better. And we as a people are going to be better. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat or non-denominational when it comes to politics. I don't care who you are. We're all connected. And I love every single one of you, each and every one of you. Much love, much blessings. Have a good day.